Good morning, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm hosting my second ever Roadster meetup and drive. Got some pretty cool roads ahead of us today. I'm pumped. I like the color on that Beetle. Got my girlfriend Christine with me. You ready? You're driving the whole route.
Really?
No.
Why?
Whoa, I didn't realize you were chill like that. We do have to film a video where you drive this car eventually. Okay. I'm scared.
Me too.
Look at that, some nice yachts for sale. That's kind of cool, actually, little handmade boats. Grabbing some gas before we head out into the canyons because it's about an hour and a half of intense driving, the route I chose. Gas has come down a little bit. We're at $6.19, still pretty ridiculous. I can't believe I said $6.19 as if that was some sort of good thing, but I guess compared to $6.99, it's not bad. Whoa, check this thing out. All right, look who it is. We got Austin, Speed Phenom over here, and none of us came in a GT500 that we own because we sold ours, but he came in this GT500.
And the owner's thinking about selling it.
No way!
Make sure to
It's such a good car, yet all three of us sold it.
And it's a track back again, but it's a 2020 as well, and it's been tracked, and it sounds good. But.
So, I don't know if I should roast you or applaud you. There was an option on this car, which I talked about when I got mine, for painted stripes. You could get vinyl stripes, they look the same, or you could get them painted, which is $10,000 for some lines. Why did you do that?
Either you go big or you go home. You got to prove it. If you roll up to a Cars and Coffee, you've got the painted stripes. It's a whole different class.
So you guys decide who's stupider,
okay.
Me for spending 60 grand on a roof scoop or him for spending 10 grand on painted stripes?
Bragging rights. He's got the roof scoop bragging right. I had the painted stripe bragging right. Okay, that's all it comes down to with these vehicles.
Are you passenger seat today? You're not driving?
Well, we'll be switching.
All right, good.
Yeah, we'll be
I'm excited to see you out there. Let's take a look at some of the cars that are coming out on the drive. We've got this beautiful Track Pack GT500. Love this E46 M3. Always one of my favorites. Check out the colors on this M6 and E63, both super unique. Love it. Red interior on the E63, that is bad. Look at this thing. Man, I love this light gray color. Nice Viper pulling in. Little S2K action with the carbon fiber hood. Nice GT350 Z06. Another Z06. Whole load of cars over here. Try not to get run over by this guy. And then get a load of this R8 that I'm sure a fair amount of you guys have seen. We got Kill Bambi sitting on her wing. Is this your typical eating location?
Oh yeah, we're also here.
It's ridiculous. I love it. What is this, weight savings?
Sure, we'll put it that way.
It's a one-of-one R8 interior. This X7 sounds surprisingly good. Oh, is he gonna flip around? I'd say 100% chance that guy turns around. Oh, he's got his reverse lights on. All right, we're on my favorite road ever, Stunt Road. And of course, we're trapped behind a Toyota Prius. Well, we've got the beautiful R8 in front of us and then a Prius in front of that. Move out the way! That was aggressive pass. Thankfully, that Prius has gotten out of the way. Now we can pick up the pace a little bit. This car is so good on these roads. First section of canyons done, waiting for the crew to catch up. Good old Las Vehicle Virginus Road. But before we continue, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, What 3 Words. Sending a location or meetup address has always been unnecessarily tricky, whether you're trying to show your friends exactly where you're at on the beach down the road, or I'm trying to meet up with clients and let them know which pullout to stop at that doesn't actually have an address in the canyons. It can be complicated, and it gets even further complicated when there's no service in the area. What 3 Words has solved this problem with an ingenious solution. They've broken the entire world down into 3 meter by 3 meter squares, each with their own unique What 3 Words address. The What 3 Words for my favorite pullout in the canyons is Heat Poetic wake. That way you can pinpoint exactly where to meet even when there's no address. Oh yeah, it even works in the ocean and if you have no cell signal, which is fantastic. It's even compatible with some vehicles' navigation, like the one I'm in right now. Or you can click the link in the description below to download the mobile app for iPhone or Android. I love this app, guys. It's genius, it's simple, and I don't know why more people aren't using it. It'll save you time and hassle in the future. So click the link in the description below to download What 3 Words. Sweet lineup of cars behind. Look at that, 17,322 miles. It is such a spectacular day today. Look at the scenery, my God. Now, I'm on a road called Canaan Road right now, which traditionally has a little bit more traffic than you'd like, but the best part is it has 3 different tunnels. So we're gonna run all the cars on the rally through the tunnel. Should sound pretty good. As the title and thumbnail of this video suggests, this is a garage update video. So stick around towards the end. I'm gonna talk all about the 600 LT, the Tesla Model S Plaid, what's coming, what's going, well, no, nothing's going, but what's coming next. M6 going by. Here we go. Was that loud enough for you? What was that you just said?
I said, I think it can be louder.
All right. Yeah. All right. Sick color Taycan Cross Turismo. There's that M6 again, cruising down PCH. Ooh. Nice random Urus spotting, and then check it out, a Cullinan right over there. Well, that was an absolutely awesome drive. Thanks so much to everybody who showed up. Seriously, it was a blast, and we actually stayed in a pretty close pack the entire time, which was surprising given the number of cars and how many twisty roads we went to. So, as the title suggests, garage update video. Obviously, the vast majority of you guys know my 600 LT, but for those of you who are new to the channel or those of you who want a little refresher, here is the details. I got this car new in 2019. It's a 2019 McLaren 600 LT from the factory, 600 horsepower, 3.8 liter twin turbocharged V8. This one though has been tuned by Dyno Spectrum. It's also got downpipes, so it makes 740 horsepower to the wheels, or about 903 horsepower at the crank. One of my absolute favorite parts about the car, other than these pretty epic doors, has to be this roof scoop right here. I know I've said it time and time again, but honestly, every time I get into this car, the sounds it makes, a lot of people ask, is it actually functional? One, it's functional, and two, you can hear it every time you let off the gas, which is pretty epic. Another thing that never gets old on this car is the vertical top-mounted exhaust. Apparently it was so challenging engineering-wise to develop this top-mounted exhaust that they're never going to do it again. So that honestly is really special. And this massive piece of carbon fiber. I honestly love this car, probably more than I should. I know a lot of people are like, dude, you gotta get a green Lambo again. And I know, I get the appeal. I love that Huracan so much, but for some reason, I'm so in love with this car. And while it makes sense YouTube-wise, I'll be honest, Lamborghinis do better on YouTube than McLaren. This car kind of doesn't make any sense for what I do. If you want to get views, getting a Lambo does a lot better. Getting a twin turbocharged Lambo would be a great thing for views, but because this car just speaks to me personally, I've kept it, and even if it's not the most incredible view getter car, I hope that some of you do actually appreciate the vehicle. Now, in terms of plans, it's got 17,300 miles on it now. I think I'm gonna drive it into the ground, to be honest. I really never want to sell this car. I love it so much. You can listen to all the crazy motorcycles in the background because we're out here in the canyons. I love this car so much. I've had so many great memories in it. Spec'd it from the factory. This is the first ever supercar that I actually spec'd from new. Chose the Lantana purple, all of the different color schemes, so it's got that special element to me, but just the invigorating driving feel is next to none. Now we're gonna move on to the next car, the Tesla Plaid, and then after that, talk about what car is coming next. Now we're moving on to car number 2, which is a car I never actually planned on buying. Of course, I've been a sort of a Tesla fan. I love what Elon's doing. I love the idea of a fast, cool electric car, but I'm a car enthusiast. I've always liked loud gas cars. But when I drove the Plaid for the first time ever, I was so blown away that after that review, I decided to buy one then and there. I've put 15,590 miles on the Plaid in the last 8 months. And part of the reason is it's legitimately the perfect daily driver. Not only is it fun if you want to go in the canyons and drive really fast, it actually does handle very, very well. But if you're commuting long distances or you want to go on a road trip, I know it sounds counterintuitive. You're thinking an electric car on a road trip, that sounds more annoying. But because of the autopilot, and because this thing can charge really quickly at the 250 kilowatt stations, literally you can get 100 plus miles, 200 plus miles of range in like 20 minutes. You can basically charge the thing 80% full. It's so good for road trips because, well, all the stress of long driving and straight lines goes away when you click the button and boom, you are on autopilot. So not only did I not plan on buying this Tesla, I kind of just got wooed into it and I'm absolutely in love and so glad I made that decision. I also thought, you know what? Worst case, I'll buy the car, I'll have it for a couple months, I'll make some content out of it, and if it gets boring because the car has no soul or whatever, then I'll get rid of it because hopefully the values will be high. Honestly, I've had so much fun with this car, legitimately, that I don't think I ever want to sell it. I'm pretty much at the point now where I don't ever want to get rid of the McLaren, and now I found a daily driver that I don't ever want to get rid of. So, the question is, what is next? I've talked a lot about buying back an old BMW, the E39 M5, and I really am considering that, but there's two other cars I'm curious whether you guys would prefer to see on the channel or not. So, first is the E39 M5. I could either buy back my original car, which would be pretty cool, or find a cleaner one with less miles and modify it from there and kind of start that build process over, which would be fun. Instead, I could also get the new Nissan Z, which I think would be cool because it's a new, relatively affordable sports car. I love the way it drives, it comes in a manual, it looks kind of cool, and I think there's gonna be a lot of awesome aftermarket options. So I'm curious, would you rather see me get the new Nissan Z or an old E39 M5? And then the third option would be an R32 GTR, getting an older Japanese car and modifying that, which I think would be really cool. Let me know in the comment section below what car you think I should get as the next Vehicle Virgins whip. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.